Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I am here with Mix It Up Monday and combining it with my 52 weeks of 52 favorite photos YouTube pop. And so today we are doing a 2-page sketch for Mix It Up Monday, and this is by the lovely Lisa with my scrapbook table. And I am documenting Taco Tuesday at my house with some of my favorite people. And I've got lots of pictures to go with the sketch, and I am going to use Paige Evans Splendid. There may be some Bloomin' Wild in here, but I'm pretty sure I stick with Splendid completely. I have quite a few embellishments left, odds and ends. I've got some scraps still from this collection. I do use a couple of those up. I have a project pad, a paper pad, loose papers. For Mix It Up Mondays media, I'm going to use some ink pads and a spray and a couple stencils and get that down on the paper. So I have my papers, my embellishments, my mixed media, my pictures, and this awesome 2-page sketch. So let's see how this goes. So I decided to use the grid as my background. I'm matting my layouts, but I want to use some of these 2-inch squares to mat my pictures. So I cut the inside section of one of these papers out. And on the sketch, she's got 3 2x2s, but I'm going to use 4 because I printed 6 pictures, but 2 of them go together and the other 4 go together. So I decided I would use these papers, the little squares, and where I'm missing pictures in this bottom on the left layout, I would just add the squares. But I do use the squares to mat all 6 of the 2x2 pictures. I just trim them down. And then I use a scrap and I mat my 2 bigger pictures. And then I just pull this stencil. I'm pretty sure this is a Temu stencil. It's bricks. And I put worn lipstick through in the places by where the pictures are going to be. So it's going to be above and below on the right side and above and below on the left, and then I add an extra place of mixed media on both sides. So there's 3 places with mixed media. Of course, right now you can't see the place in the top left corner of the left layout because I've got the sketch up there, but there is some yellow up there as well, and the yellow is squeezed lemon. And then I use this other stencil with the like this spills and stains, and put them black soot through it, and then I used Uncharted Mariner and splatter that to give another little bit of color. So I'm going to put my pictures down, and mine are horizontal instead of vertical like the sketch is calling for, but everything still works out really well, except my picture, the smaller pictures are going to kind of go over to where, you know, they're underneath or below, above the picture. And in the sketch, they kind of are corner to corner. So because of that, plus I'm using a 4th one. So I kind of eyeball it on the left layout, and then I actually pull out my ruler on the right layout so that I can get these pictures on here. I am loving how this is turning out. I'm really happy with the color choices. And then I'm going to work on the banner. So I put this little blue banner up here and a pink one. I'm going to add another little banner up there. But first I'm going to work on the bottom right corner of the right layout, because there are some little banners there as well. Now I've taken the why is the word just completely erased? Came out of my head. I have taken the sketch off from up there because you can't see everything when it's a 2-page layout like that. So I went ahead and took that off. I've mostly done the parts that are laid out on the sketch, except the title. I am actually going to put the title where it's called for, which is up here in the top left part of the left layout. Mine's going to be extended more than hers. It just says title up there on the sketch, but I'm going to put this Love This Real Life. And then I'm going to put a bunch of other wordy bits on here. I will go in later and put something on these little half circle labels. I just put them on here because I like having that extra little bit of something, but I'm going to use that space to make little notes. And then I'm going to put the date down here on the bottom of the left layout. I've got enough stickers with this collection, and they're the clear stickers, which I'm not a huge fan of. But in this little label right here, I'm actually going to put the number date there. So it'll say 7/22/25. And then I'm just going to add some wordy bits here and there. I've got a couple of stickers that have like dessert on them, like cake. Now, the pictures in the top of the right layout is of the fried ice cream that I made. We had Taco Tuesday, and I made fried ice cream, and that is what the pictures in the top are of the fried ice cream and my friend Zach feeding AJ fried ice cream and how much he loved it. And so I wanted to, leave some space or like little labels for me to write some little notes. This tag right above the first picture says wonderful stuff. And then the little label next to that says handmade with love. The little pinky colored one below says details. And I'm going to put some journaling below there. And then I tuck in some words that say amazing friends, more joy, and grateful. And then that little sticker in that very first square says Tuesday. I am going to go in and put the word taco above that. I just did not have a T in this collection in the little letter, so I'm going to pull out some other mini alphas to write the word taco there. I just do not do it on camera because I got a bit of a distraction towards the end of this layout that you'll be able to figure out what that is here soon. But I'm just finishing things up by adding little bits here and little bits there. Here is where I'm putting the date in this little label. And then right now I am using my ruler and I'm going to make lines here so that I can make a journaling spot. Now, I have a little bit of a distraction, if you can tell in the bottom of this video. I do not have more than 2 hands, and one of them is not a small baby hand. My daughter brought my grandson in, and she asked if I could watch him for a few minutes while she was doing something. And I said, sure, he can help me finish my layout. So his little hands were down there just trying to grab my pen, grab my ruler. So it's impressive that I finished up the journaling. And so now you're going to see that I'm going to show the close-ups of my layouts with one hand. It's fine. Everything is fine. He's just a little bit chunkier now than he used to be, so it's harder to hold on to him. He is 23.5 pounds and very handsy and wants to touch everything. So here's the close-ups. I would love it if you'd go check out everybody who's hopping along with Mix It Up Monday. The list for that will be below, as well as a playlist, as well as all of those who are hopping along this year with 52 weeks, 52 favorite photos. YouTube Hop, that will be listed below as well. Here is the close-ups of my layouts. I am really excited with how they turned out. I love, love, love how they turned out. I'm glad I got so much done before this small little distraction. And as a treat for watching, look at there. Oh, God, I love that boy. Anyway, I hope y'all have a great day. He's doing the zooming. And I would love it if you give me a thumbs up if you like my video and or my layout or the cute little video snapshot of the baby. And I hope you'll come back and hang out with me again really soon. Have a great day. Hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love. And happy scrapping.